Double A farm. M7040 out doing a little mowing. Working down one of the farm roads here. 10-foot mower on. Traveling down some of the roads here. Clipping and work out here to the field next to where we planted the sorghum Sudan hay or grass. Work out there, a little bush I can do out there, some little saplings and all that came up. Get out there and mow those down. Felt like getting on the tractor for a little while. And then got somewhere to be later on this evening, so felt like getting on the tractor for a little bit and doing some other odds and ends stuff. So about an hour to kill here, so didn't want to work on any tractors or anything like that. So sort of wanted to be in the cab and just enjoy a little cab time. So work on out here, do a little clipping, see what we can see, do a little video, and go from there. Rain we've been getting, we got about, I'd say probably 7 or 8 inches of rain last week. Big field there is doing good. I say TF85 hay is coming along pretty good. A lot of the other grass and hay is coming on. I had to do a food plot update here before too long. Checked the food plots yesterday that I planted. They're really, 2 of them have really taken off. So I do a little update on those. Sudan and the other hayseed that I planted hadn't started doing a whole lot yet. Those 2 food plots that I planted to hunt over there, they took off with all that rain we got, so it really helped out a lot. So Lord bless, truly bless us there. This is our sorghum Sudan field here. So it really hadn't started kicking up yet, so it's a little higher. We'll do a little update on it. This is the spot here, right on the outside of it, where I'm gonna do some bush hogging here. So probably set the camera up in a minute and we'll go from there. So, be back up. It's always funny to me to watch folks on YouTube see a sapling like that and they'll go around it and back into it. Nah, run over that thing. Bush hog will destroy it. That's what it's for. I sort of laugh when I watch some of the folks I may watch on YouTube and they get up saplings and stuff like that. Oh man, cut that down with the chainsaw or whatever. No. What the bush hog's made for, let it do its job. Plow that sucker over. That was a pretty good size one. I done hit some that was 2, maybe even 3 inches today. Let that bush hog work, let that tractor work. Run over that thing and knock it down. Do its job like it's supposed to do. So. Anyway, I always like sort of chuckle about that when I'm watching a video and somebody's bush hogging and they do that. But anyway, usually plow this field up. I haven't plowed it in a while. Well, a portion of it I've been plowing or disking right there around that big oak tree. It actually been plowed a few times or disked a few times. Not recently, but it has. Of course, I disked it up when I demoed that 115A case. I disked it up then. That distance, well, yeah, I have to. I disked it a couple times. That a guy wanted to train some dogs out there. He had some dogs. He worked on plowed ground. So, anyway, but other than that, I had none. I hadn't disked this area in a while, so there ain't much need to. Ain't gonna plant nothing on it. Come out here once in a while and knock these little saplings down that were left from we cleared the land. So that's the biggest thing, keeping it down. I am gonna spread litter on all this because this does need some litter on it. So and eventually I may get back into spreading or planting something on it. May get some hay on it or something eventually. So you got to see a big brush pile right there. Actually, at one time, in this little spot that I'm actually bush hogging, when I had my dirt bike, I actually had a dirt bike track in here, pretty decent. So, but our dirt bike track's actually over in that far field right over there. Now beyond that old wheat cutter, that's where our dirt bike four-wheeler track is. So, need to get me another dirt bike. Been looking, just hadn't found one I wanted at the price I wanted to pay, so just want me another one to ride around and play around on. So Did have a little track in here at one time. Like I say, I ain't never done a whole lot with this field. I planted some sorghum Sudan in it one year. Actually, right where that oak tree is, this is actually that one field right around that oak tree. Is actually the original field that was on this property, on the property. And my uncle had clear, and that's actually where our dove field used to be every year. I got some fond memories coming out here as a youngster. My dad, he'd shoot the doves, and me and him would go pick them up. We'd always have hot dogs out under that big oak tree. My uncle would bring out the little charcoal grill, and cook hot dogs. Have, I don't know, 8 or 10 of us out here. A lot of times, one of my other uncles, my aunt, they'd come down from where they lived, and my uncle would actually walk up behind us. Wouldn't scare us, but it'd sort of shock us. They'd come down for the afternoon. He'd come out and sit with us in the dove field. A lot of memories around that old oak tree right there. So a lot of fondness and stories in these old fields and hills and all. So anyway, we'll keep working on it. Oh, I wish I just had the camera on. Just steadily cutting, riding and cutting. And all of a sudden, a turkey, a hen, gets up right up in front of the tractor. She was laying down on her clutch of eggs. Hopefully you can see them right there. It's her clutch of eggs. And she was laying in that grass, and she just flew right up in front of the tractor. So I wish I'd have had the thing on. I hit the clutch, hit the brakes real quick, because I knew I'd either fixing to hit babies or eggs. So I'm glad I stopped. I got right up close and I went right around that area. So I left that all cut. Hopefully she'll come back and get on that clutch of eggs. So you never know what you're going to get into when you're cutting some of this tall stuff. You have to be careful. You never know when you might get into a deer phone or something of that nature. Several years ago, I was actually disking this field on down. On down there. I was disking on the 1135 actually, and happened to look to my left, and there was a hen turkey walking. So I hit the clutch and hit the brakes, and all of a sudden, 2 phones got up and started running, and I would have hit them if I wouldn't have stopped all of a sudden. So you have to sort of be careful when you're going through these areas. And like I said, I'd have never seen, because I actually had already went right by her. She never moved, but all of a sudden I could see she got right up and went to flying. Hen did. So, whew, glad I didn't get them. Certainly want all them eggs to hatch out, hopefully become babies and live and grow. Might have a few big gobblers in that clutch of eggs. You never know what you're gonna see. Mowing brush. Now I got this field, a part of the field, nicely mowed down. Got on these saplings down, so I've got a lot better. Working my way back towards the house. Mowing my road out. Comes out here to the fields. A lot better. Actually went through the rest of the field, knocked down some dog fennel, did a little bit of, did some brush that was out there as well. So, there was a little snake. Something I always wonder about when I'm in that little brush pile right there. It's one thing I always think about when Gotta let the mower down a little bit here. That's one thing I always wonder about when I go through some of that bigger stuff. I wonder about how many snakes you actually hitting that you never see. Always makes me wonder when I'm doing that. How many snakes you actually kill. Actually had to extract 2 out of my chicken pen yesterday evening. Aggravating things. I hated to kill them, but I had to kill them. Get them out of there. Got to hit up somewhere tomorrow. Tractor Supply or Harbor Freight. I'm gonna buy me one of them good little grab tool things. Pick up trash and all with. Pick up me one of them. That way, if I can find a snake in a chicken pen again, I can extract them and not necessarily kill them. So, old fence line here in Bush Hoggins, I'm having to watch it pretty close. All them cows, some of them cows are still out. And where me and wife fix this fence, put a lot of that wire back up so I wouldn't hit it while I was bush hogging. A lot of that's been torn up. I think the last time I mowed this with the tractor, I actually got into it and got a bunch of wire from it. So, because of the cows, there's actually a piece right there. Back up, go around it. So, when we're gonna get rid of all these cows and quit having this cow problem. May never get rid of it. I don't know. I'd like to, especially with the time that we spend out here on our fields trying to plant stuff for doves and deer to enjoy the wildlife, and then the doggone cows make a mess and wreak havoc on everything we try to do. So it's sort of a pain in the tail. But anyway, we keep doing. Hopefully one of these days we'll get rid of the cows. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? So, like I said, I'm going to finish this up. About time for me to get off the tractor, go in and get ready to go watch the little kids basketball this evening. So, anyway, we're going to close this video up. Hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you're doing well. Please, if you're watching for the first time, appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Helps the channel, please. And God bless you. Hope you have a great day. And we will see you in the next one.